I've got some good news. I am actually moving Sunday, May 1st, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm also excited I get to bring my Doberman. I just want to let everyone know that I have combined the general and love oracle readings together for May 2016 because my time is very limited. I'm generally loaded with readings, and at the same time, I do have a pet care business. I love animals. And also, I'm packing to move. So, I appreciate your patience with me. I am grateful to all of you for listening to my videos and subscribing. It really means a lot to me. So I just want to let you know that I may, okay, I'm not 100% sure, give another love oracle reading maybe a week or so after I move, but I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so don't count on it, but if I can get it in, I definitely will. I also have some new plans for readings on YouTube coming up, but I am not ready to start them yet, only for the fact that I am shifting, and of course I need time to, unpack. So again, thank you everybody, and as always, it's great to connect. Much love and blessings to you all. Hello, Cancer. How's it going? This is your general and love oracle tarot reading for May 2016. What are the messages? What are the messages for Cancer? 2016. What's coming to me, Cancer, is there is some life event change that I feel appears in May. This may concern work, love, family, your health. I don't know exactly what it is at the moment, but I will take a deeper look once I lay out the cards. Okay, that one wants to come out. Okay, looking at this card, I'm sorry if it comes off so bright. I just don't know why the lighting is, I can't seem to adjust it. Maybe when I get to my new apartment in another 6 days that the lighting will be better. I have no clue. But anyways, this card, the Eight of Earth, has come out. And what I feel is that there is something some of you Cancers may have been working on, perhaps either going to school or some type of career change, or maybe even a promotion. And I feel that this work or this learning a new skill is going to be rewarded in some way, perhaps a change of career or just a change of job. And I feel that it pays off. Perhaps maybe you're finishing in May, and this moving forward, it's sometimes when things we're studying or the changes we want to make, they begin in 1 month and they show up in the next month or so. And that's what I feel that this is. There may actually be the changes happening in May, but I feel that the stepping stones to a rewarded career is happening for you in May. So I'm getting the feeling that this is something that you're finishing up or have finished and you're moving forward. Now, this also could be that it starts in May, but it really depends on whether or not you have finished this particular learning skill in order for it to get into practical application. And I'm also feeling too that maybe some of you have decided that the direction or the path you've been walking career-wise isn't for you any longer. And so I feel that there is a change here. It's kind of almost as if you're at a crossroad, and then suddenly in the month of May, you're like having an aha moment. And so you start to put the plans together to go and learn this new skill or study, towards this new career. Or even if it's not a new career, maybe you're even expanding it. Okay, so anyways, it brings really good energy to you. This change that's happening is really going to bring positive changes for the long run. You're also creating a path that has long-term results. So you're on the right path, Cancer. Okay, so here with the Queen of Air, the Page of Fire, and the Five of Air, what are the messages, Spirit? Okay, remember when I mentioned before I started laying the cards, the life event? Okay, of course I read that in the Eight of Earth and the Star. But here we're talking about some decisions that Cancers need to make in order to move forward. And that would be clearing away all that no longer serves you. And so I feel that some of you have been hanging out or hanging on to something that has just been negative for you. And this hasn't been a short period of time. I'm getting that this has been a longer period of time. And so what I'm getting here from Spirit is it's time to clear this away. And it might not be that easy to do it in the beginning, but once you do, you are going to feel so free. You're going to feel like this huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. And, what I'm also getting here is Spirit doesn't want you to feel, so serious about it. I feel that there needs to be a sense of humor. Because having that sense of humor is only going to help your happiness when you are finished clearing out what's old. And that will make room for what's coming in new. I feel that there is some good news that is coming your way, Cancer. And I feel that it's kind of a gift, I would say, a gift to some of you who have been going through some pretty rough times, making maybe some unhealthy choices for yourself. And the best way to perhaps let this go is just understand that it was an experience in life. And through our experiences, this is how we learn. So the other is, well, I guess what I want to say here is after this storm, and perhaps some of you are going through that right now, Maybe you've been feeling a little bit depressed towards the end of April, and coming into May, you still have some of that residual, but I feel that there is a nice surprise for you around the corner that I guess it's kind of you're waiting for your train to come in, sort of thing. It's like finally the ship has arrived. Oh, I think it's not waiting for your train to come in. I think it's waiting for your ship to come in. But anyways, I feel that it has arrived, and I'm going to ask Spirit what that has to do with. I'm getting a couple things. I'm feeling that, one, it has to do with money. So perhaps with the career change or even a job promotion, the money starts to come in. I'm also feeling that there might be some job changes in May that help your finances. I'm also getting too that some of you Cancers may have decided or have been in a self-employed type of situation, working for yourself, and you feel uncertain on whether or not this is going to be a success or not. And I feel that if you put your passion and your compassion into what you do, your love, there is no such thing as failure. Okay, failure belongs to the ego mind. There is no such thing as failure to a spirit soul. And so with this card, the Five of Earth is telling me that perhaps you're fearing whether or not you're going to make your bills, or, there's going to be money, to feed you or feed you and your family, clothe you, etc., paying the rent and the bills. And what I'm getting from Spirit is, that's another thing you need to let go of in order to move forward and really feel the heaps and bounds of, what you've began or what you have been in. So I just feel that if you stick it out, Cancer, it's very rewarding for you financially. And in time, you're going to actually see that. And I know for some of you, maybe you're feeling a little on edge because things haven't been moving the way you want them to move. But I feel that if you hang in there, you believe, you work on your limited beliefs and get rid of them, okay, by replacing with, more genuine and infinite beliefs, then the sky's the limit, as they say. So I really feel that business is going to turn more in your favor. I'm also getting that there is some family issues going on here. And, there has been some issues, perhaps over some papers. I'm getting papers. Maybe this is over an inheritance, or maybe this is someone in the family who's constantly asking for money, and you're starting to feel drained, and you're wondering when this is ever going to stop. And I'm feeling that the way that you need to deal with this is let this person or persons know that they have to stand on their own 2 feet, because they're draining you. I feel that they're draining you financially. I feel that they're just draining you consistently with their problems. And I guess what do we say? How do we say this? Truth delivered without tact. Truth delivered without fact. So I I feel that there has been something that the family has been hiding from you, and suddenly the truth comes out. And in other words, you do not need the facts. Intuitively, you already know, and you have been watching the signs, and you don't need any more fact. It is what it is. And so I feel that this is something you've been struggling with. And I feel in May that everything just kind of opens up like a bubble, and somebody just put a pin in it, and all of a sudden it just explodes all over the place. So I'm feeling from Spirit, though, you want to use as much tactful and spiritual energy as you possibly can with this, so you don't become like them. And so you'll be guided on how you should handle this, by your spirit guides. That's what I'm feeling. If you stay tuned enough, you stay open enough for this. I feel that it really saddens you too, because I think that all you really want in your heart is happy family here. Now, this also could be a relationship that is on the verge of breakup or just recently broke up. And intuitively, you knew the situation, and I feel that you just couldn't deal with it anymore, and so this relationship parted. But it's like still hasn't come to a head. And so in May, this information comes forward. And this might even be information that you need in the divorce courts. Okay, let me take a look at what's happening in love. I really feel, Cancer, that there has been a lot of worry lately. And I feel that some of this worry has actually taken a toll on your health. And a lot of this, too, I'm also getting is the family issues. And there needs to be a lot of healing here. Just almost feel like everybody's just torn apart. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's just kind of all over the place here. Everybody feels they're right. And it's just a major tug of war. And I'm also picking up there is a relationship. Some of you Cancers in a relationship. I'm getting here that there's been a struggle between you, excuse me, and your mate. I'm just getting this picture in here, so just bear with me while this is being sent to me. Yeah, there's been a lot of arguments between the two of you, and I think what's happening here is one of you isn't feeling secure. I want to say in love. Just in love, generally in love. I'm just feeling that it's has to do with your insecurities or your mate's insecurities and trust issues. But this relationship is not going to move forward unless you learn to trust. Okay? And because I'm just feeling that some of you have brought this from the past. And so the relationship is right now not standing on solid grounds because of these reasons. But I do feel absolutely, excuse me, good about the mate compatibility. Like I'm feeling that the two of you are soulmates, but I'm feeling that there is a lot of karma involved between the two of you, and it needs to be flushed out in order for this relationship to grow even more so. So once you karmically flush this relationship, you know, you can get a better grounding with it. And I feel that the opportunity for growth is there. But again, the trust issues and the insecurities, they need to leave the relationship because it's only causing trouble. It's only causing this relationship to be stagnant. And there's a lot of arguing where things are being said to one another and, you know, both of you are getting hurt. So here's hoping to a better relationship moving forward. Okay, so I'm getting for some of you who are single that you're wondering when you're finding a mate. And, you know, I feel for some of you this is still distant because there's some control issues that either you're being controlled when you're having a relationship or you wind up being in the spot of controlling. And I don't feel that there is enough freedom right now for you to breathe comfortably and attract in your soulmate, because I feel that there's a little bit more work, perhaps on your self-esteem. Okay, I feel that maybe there might be a bit of or too much judgment when it comes to a relationship. And I feel what happens is your mate or they do this to you, and you know, you or your mate can't live up to the expectations. So it's better to not expect and just go with the flow and trust that the relationship is there. Okay? That the person loves you, and you know, just go with the flow. This brings much a better opportunity is what I want to say for this relationship to grow. You know, I'm feeling that this is not a new relationship. Now I'm actually into a relationship where this is going on. And so I've just given you some advice universally. And if you can work on these situations within yourself, you're going to find that the relationship suddenly feels better. Yeah, there's the trust card. Okay, let me see what the message is here from my Whispers of Love deck. You know, this reading may or may not resonate with you, and that's why I tell everybody to check back with me monthly, because I deliver messages from Spirit, and every month is a different message. So even though this may sound like it's sad and disappointing and negative, it is well needed for the ones who are going through this. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. Well, what I'm getting here is someone around you or someone who likes you is looking for your attention. And what I'm getting from Spirit is that perhaps you're ignoring something that's in front of you that would be really, really good for you. And so with this card, do something for someone else is about giving your attention to someone else. Now, this could be a family member who may feel lonely or may be sick. This could be your lover. This could be a past lover and you're wondering, hey, what happened here? Like, what's wrong with our relationship? And all it may take is just a bit of your attention. And this could also mean, this could also pertain to your children. But what I'm getting mostly is pertaining to this relationship or relationships that I have just discussed in this reading. I feel that this relationship needs your attention or the attention of your mate, but it can't get through those walls. Okay? And so it's important to take those walls down and trust. If you love, trust. It's not your responsibility if the other mate wants to be a fluke or wants to be a liar or full of deception. Your responsibility is to be the purity that you are, okay? And to flow with love. I'm really feeling that you can do it. I really feel that you can do this, Cancer. And you might find a lot of just, miracles in the relationship as far as repairing the cuts and the bruises. And feeling the love you have for one another. I don't even feel that this relationship needs to end, honestly. I feel that tempers have been flying and, patience has been running out. But Rome wasn't built in a day. And it takes years to know your partner. So I'm going to say hang in there. And I really feel that this relationship, if you let go, can work. Thank you, Cancer, for listening and subscribing. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can order it at www.transformationandempowerment.com. www.transformationandempowerment.com. You can also find it below the video. Much love and blessings. Have a great May.